Greetings, welcome to ATW. I'm your host, Apostle Key. This is an episode that we do after our Sunday morning worship experience as well as our Tuesday night Bible study. It's an opportunity for you, the listening audience, to ask questions as we dig a little deeper in the word that was ministered on that day. Hey, do me a favor, if you're on YouTube, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live with a new episode. And if you have any questions, comments, or inquiries, you can send those over to info@elevatechurchbr.com. I'm excited today because we have a new ATW guest, Sister Kari Hicks. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Doing amazing,
Good.
Thank you for taking time to sit on the couch with me today as we kind of espouse upon the word and share.
Okay, absolutely. I'm excited.
Yeah. So tell the people where you're from and what you do.
I grew up in a little town you may have heard of, Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Yeah, small.
With big hearts.
Facts.
But I did the last 17 years or so in Atlanta, and then we moved back to Louisiana 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a new home for us.
Wow.
And I teach. I'm a teacher at Baton Rouge High School, and I teach financial literacy.
Okay.
As well as entrepreneurship and internship. Yes.
Yeah.
Careers.
No.
I teach careers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still want to see the money.
Me too, but I like to teach my kids about purpose because purpose is to me more important than money flow, and I want them to understand that purpose is what fulfills you. Money does not fulfill you.
That's good.
Things don't fulfill you.
Yeah.
But purpose always will.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome. That's awesome. So let's start off. Let's see. ATW is about us kind of digging deeper into the word and any questions or comments that you may have from the service or just things in general. So far away.
Yeah. All right. Well, today in Teens we talked about Stephen, the martyr, as I call him. And I wanted to ask, or maybe discuss just briefly, in today's world, in today's climate, are we seeing Christians who are martyrs, or are we seeing Christians who are Peters, who deny?
Oh, wow.
And if it came to that, would we deny him, or would we be willing to die for what we believe?
That's good. Yeah. I think in the Western culture, we see more Peters than Stevens, right? We have become very comfortable and complacent with things. But you see in other cultures, there's more of a dying for the sake and for the cause of. And so this culture and this climate nowadays, because we live in a country that's, I'll go ahead and say we're blessed. We have opportunities, we have resources unimaginable. We're very comfortable, very comfortable. We have AC, we have running water. We don't have to go to outhouses, we don't have to go to streams, to drink and all of that. So we've become very comfortable. We have lived out the blessings of what we call the blessings of God, so much so that we don't know the suffering of Christ.
Right.
Christ said, if you suffer with me, you reign with me. And so, we got a lot of Peters. Yeah. Now the question, when that time comes, because the time will come, where we'll have to give an account for what we believe. And we'll have to stand up and we'll have to declare for ourselves, even in the face of adversary, if we're going to live for Christ or die for him. Will we acknowledge him or will we deny him? Persecution is coming.
Yeah.
So, we got to get ready.
Yeah. You think that that's something that we're seeing in the churches? People learning that persecution is coming and we need to be prepared. Are our masses being prepared for that?
I don't think so. In my own opinion, because, again, the Western culture, houses, cars, planes, trains, we want to be preached blessed. But in order to have the blessing, there's a process, So I don't think it's being taught enough about, the sacrifice that we have to make.
I would agree.
Well, thank you.
I
appreciate it.
Because I think that people want to hear about prosperity and blessings and overcoming. But it often is preceded with sacrifice.
Yeah.
And that's hard.
It is.
It's not easy. It's hard, and it's sometimes a difficult push. to be willing to be sacrificial
Yeah.
for the purpose.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah, you said it about the purpose. So what's the purpose of the blessings and the promises? Well, you know, the Abrahamic covenant says that we're blessed to be a blessing, right? And so the purpose of the prosperity, the blessings, it has purpose to be a blessing to others, right? So God doesn't mind us having those things. He just doesn't want those things having us, right? And so now we take that, what God has blessed us with, and be a blessing to others. But there is a process to that. We're going to suffer through the process of it all. And it takes a generation to build wealth. It takes another generation to appreciate that wealth. But then the last generation always squanders that wealth because, you know, they have lived off of someone that was a predecessor that was comfortable in their wealth and never taught them about the struggle.
Right.
So the last generation will always squander with wealth because they don't know about the sacrifice, you know, because it was never taught to them. And we see the same thing in the church, right? We have a blessed church. We got people living up under those blessings. But now we have entitled children who came behind them who don't know the meaning of struggle. And so that last generation is going to squander the blessings of God. We're living in a culture and a society today that is a godless society. What I mean by that is that God is not promoted openly as he should be, right? And so in this godless society, God is shared less than he ought to. So it's a godless society. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What else you got?
So with the dance ministry, we're talking about prophetic flow.
Okay.
And is that something that happens naturally? Or is that a process as well?
Well, the key word is prophetic.
Right.
Yeah. So it's nothing natural about prophecy. It's supernatural. So it's not something that just comes natural. It's supernatural. So in that moment, and I'm not a dancer.
Yeah.
Well,
but you know, prophetic flow can be in so
I was
many
about to
different.
say, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I do dance.
Yeah.
But not that.
Like they.
My clothes on one.
Okay, but at your house, I don't know.
Risky business. So in anything that is prophetic is supernatural because it's heaven speaking. You know, so that's something you can't just conjure up, something you do within yourself. It has to be led by the Spirit of God.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you have to be open to that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the Spirit of God is gentle, right? It's not going to force you.
Right.
Dance. You know? So you have to be open. You have to be open to the Spirit of God.
Absolutely. I would agree. Well,
no,
but,
I don't want you to agree with me all the time.
Well, I mean, I think that was the question. So, you know, you say move in prophetic flow, and I'm like, that's not something you can just say, okay, I'm going to move in prophetic flow. Sure. Of course, you allow your heart and your mind to be open to it, and then as the Spirit leads you, right, you flow.
Exactly. I mean, you have to posture yourself to the yielding.
Correct.
So you have to do something. As Psalm says, if you open up your mouth, I'll feel it. So you have to at least open up, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No,
open.
That's
like
right.
That.
Yeah. So you have to at least be in motion for the Spirit of God to take control of the motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so last question.
Okay.
Last question. So in my personal walk, I know that there's many different ways you can hear God. Mm-hmm. I know it's through the word, I know through people, I know through song. But my desire, and I have said this my whole life,
is to hear his voice.
To hear his voice. Yeah. And because he said, my sheep will know my voice. Yeah. And a stranger they will not follow. Sure. So for me, I want to hear the audible voice of God. And so I've been trying to spend the time. Sure. So what would be your you know, that process? What do you feel that you need to, what place you need to be, or what's the, you know, to get there?
So
like
Enoch. Oh, you want to get caught up?
I want to be like Enoch had the testimony that he pleased God. Not only did he walk and talk with God, but he said that I have a testimony that I please God. Yeah. So those two things to me is like, what else could I ask for in life?
Well, it's a very good question to which I don't have a clear answer. Because as one who has heard the audible voice of God, there was nothing that I did intentional at the time to hear his voice. right? When I say that, it was like I was sitting there, I said, I want to hear the God's voice. Let me do X, Y, Z, Z, Z for that to happen, right? For me at that time, what I heard, it was a passionate pursuit after His presence. I mean, like literally, I didn't want nothing else but God. And it was in the midst of that, me just hungering and thirsting after God, and fasting and praying. It was none of those things I did to hear, but I was just in the process of those things that I heard. That makes sense, right? And so I couldn't say step A, step B, step Z, right? Because you may do step A and hear His voice, where it took me A, B, C, right? And so for whatever reason, God chose in that process to speak to me audibly. He did, but for you, it may be a different process. So I couldn't give you like a canned answer for that. Just seek after it. Yeah. And if you keep that desire, you'll fulfill that desire, because that's an honorable desire. So God don't want to hear your voice. Yeah. I mean, look at Adam. Adam walked with Him in the cool of the day and spoke with God, right? And, okay, I'll say it. God still spoke to him even in his disobedience.
He did.
But that's a mess for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I think that those are my big questions for today. And I would love to see the church preparing for their yes instead of their denial. And I'm excited about that. I do believe that here we definitely are taught, the sacrifice, and that we're taught that we will have our struggles, especially as Jesus suffered. We would have suffering as well. And I love that we're taught the word and not just, the blessings.
Come on.
And so, we have to do your part.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I agree with you. Thank
Absolutely.
you. But listen, guys, this has been ATW. I want to thank you again, Kari, for sitting on the couch with me. It has been ATWs. You guys can always catch us on Facebook, YouTube, all the digital streaming platforms. But don't forget, you can always send us an email at info@elevatechurchbr.com. Well, for ATW, I'm your host, Apostle Keith. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a blessed week.